So, old Sloat, interested in buying Mrs. Byron Henry a breakfast? Good, then let's push on to Italy and get Aaron out. I want to go home.
Big surprise that I got something. I had thought and certainly hoped that he'd forgot me.
You're not all that forgettable.
How far are we going?
Just to Hyde Park. He has to rest.
Are you all right, Mr. President?
Fine, missy.
Captain Henry?
Yes, ma'am.
You're to sleep in the president's car.
Thank you.
Evening, Captain Henry.
Evening, Felix. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good to have you back, sir.
This way.
You'll be staying in here, sir. The president will call you just as soon as he's ready. I think that you'll be comfortable. And if there's anything that you need, just buzz for me.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome, sir. Good night.
Good night. Yes.
Sir, if you're available now, the president would like to see you.
Thank you. I'll be right there.
It's just at the end of the corridor, sir.
Come in, Pug.
Sorry I couldn't get to you sooner, old top, but Harry and I didn't finish up until just a few moments ago. Did I break in on your beauty rest?
Not at all, sir.
Good. Sit down. How are you on poetry, Pug? Do you remember the poem that ends, "There isn't a train I wouldn't take, no matter where it is going"? Golly, that's the way I feel. Just getting on this train has made me feel 100% better. Well, 90%. If this were a ship, it'd be 100%.
I prefer a ship myself, sir.
The old grievance, eh, sailor?
No, truly no. No, I'm quite happy in war plans.
Are you? Well, I'm glad to hear it. This train isn't supposed to go more than 35 miles per hour. They're shading it up there. Gotta have more of that cough medicine. Ugh. The U-boats keep working westward with this new wolf pack tactic. The sinkings are outnumbering the combined capacity of our yards plus the British yards to build new bottoms. You're aware of all that?
I've heard plenty about that in these conferences.
You accept the British figures?
Yes, sir, I do.
So do I. The point is, the minute Lend-Lease passes, we'll be sending out a vast shipment of stuff. 70 ships are standing by now to be loaded.
You think Lend-Lease will pass?
Oh, it'll pass. But then what? None of that stuff must land on the ocean floor, Pug. That's terribly important. British need it. They need even more the morale boost of seeing it arrive. The problem is getting it through as far as Iceland. From there, they can take it themselves, but not from here to Iceland. They're simply stretched to the breaking point. What do we do?
Convoy, sir?
Not with people like the good Senator Eichler Couture screaming that if Lend-Lease passes, we warmongers will be demanding exactly that. But I've been thinking. Suppose a squadron of our destroyers were out on an exercise in the North Atlantic. Not convoying, understand? Not convoying at all, just professional drills, you might say. And then, suppose they somehow run across those 70 vessels, and the squadron leader decided that he would form up with those vessels and practice convoy procedures. Just for drill exercises, you know. Don't you suppose those U-boats might be a wee bit discouraged to see 16 or so Benson-class United States destroyers out there screening those ships?
A wee bit, yes, sir. But suppose one of those submarines closes and fires anyway.
That's the whole gamble. I don't believe it'll happen. Thanks. This is against doctor's orders, but I need a smoke. Hug, I want this thing done, and I'm thinking you can handle it. Go out with the destroyers.
Aye, sir.
It's very much like that airplane transfer you handled so well. Everything depends on its being done in the calmest, quietest, most unobtrusive way. And now tell me, what do you honestly think? It's my own idea. I haven't even discussed this with Harry. If you think it's bad, say so. But tell me why.
Well, to begin with, the North Atlantic weather is atrocious. Those U-boat fellows may never see us. If they do, they will be surprised. I doubt we'll hit a trigger-happy one. Those German submariners are professional. They'll radio for instructions, and the policy question will go right on up to Hitler. That'll take some time. I think those ships have a good chance of getting through without incident.
Grand.
But it'll only work once. It's a policy surprise. Far too risky to repeat.
Yes, it's a terrible risk. But this first shipment is the crucial one.
I'll, draft a plan for CNO.
No, I don't want any paperwork. Talk to Preble personally. Well, Pug, we'll chat about that exercise again in the morning.
Aye, sir.
When you come back from that little jaunt, which you ought to enjoy, I want you and your wife and family to come for a quiet little dinner with us. Mrs. Roosevelt often speaks of you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm very honored.
Good night, old top. Pug. The best man I have around me keep urging me to declare war. They say it's inevitable, and that it's the only way to unite the people and get them to put their backs into the war effort. I suppose you agree with them.
Yes, Mr. President, I do.
It's a bad thing to go to war. A very bad thing. Get a good rest, Pug.
Good night, sir. Captain Henry to see Admiral King.
Very well, sir. Messenger, escort Captain Henry to the flag mess.
Aye, sir. This way, sir. Good morning. Confirmation convoy, sir. Very well.
So, Captain, you are quite prepared to get the United States of America into this war all by yourself. Well, that's one way for an obscure individual to go down in history.
The President and the CNO feel that this exercise can go off without incident.
So you said. Suppose that judgment is wrong. Suppose a U-boat fires a fish at you. What then?
I propose to fire back. I shouldn't start a war unless Hitler wants one.
Hell, we're in this war anyway. Doesn't matter too much when or how the whistle blows. The Japs are going to kick off against us when it suits them. And probably when it least suits us. Well, at least this lend-lease business is going to get us building factories we need to fight the damn war. Get me Admiral Bristol. You've got nothing in writing.
No, sir.
Okay, you're hereby to discontinue all references to the President.
Aye, sir.
Hello. Admiral, I'm sending to your office one Captain Victor Henry, special observer from war plans. He is to be regarded as my assistant chief of staff with all the appropriate authority. Affirmative. He'll be in your office within the hour. Thank you. Captain, I desire that you now form out of Desron 8 an anti-submarine screen and proceed to sea to conduct realistic tests and drills in the Newfoundland-Iceland area. This is to include forming up screens on cooperative merchant vessels should you encounter them. And of course, you will avoid provoking belligerent vessels if they are to sight you. I desire that you keep security at a maximum, paperwork at a minimum, that you will conduct yourself similarly.
Aye, sir.
All perfect horse manure. When that's the story. In the event of an incident, it'll be a hanging party for all hands. Carry on.
Aye, sir.
Attention, please. American Airlines flight number 3 now arriving at gate 2. Pan American flight number 9 is now loading at gate 6.
Hello.
Hi.
this is Palmer.
Oh, Palmer.
Did I wake you?
No. Where are you?
I'm right here in Washington.
Washington? That's great.
Well, where's Pug?
Oh, Pug? Oh, who knows what he's up to. He's away for a couple of weeks, I guess, on some sort of hush-hush business.
In that case, how'd you like to come away with me for a week? Rhoda, we owe it to ourselves and to Pug to get this thing resolved. The way we left it in New York was far from satisfactory.
I know.
All right, then.
Well, sir, what did you have in mind?
Well, you and I are going to pile in a car and drive around the South, and we'll look at magnolias and cherry blossoms and wisteria, and we'll walk and talk and, and we'll drink some tea.
We will we? It's funny, for the last couple of days, I've had this strange craving for tea.
Summer Rudder's right standard, coming to new course 270.
Very well.
Here you are, Captain. Thanks, Mike.
Sir, steady new course 270.
Helmsman, right standard rudder.
Right standard rudder aye, sir. Summer Rudder's right standard.
Very well. Gale force winds rising, Captain.
The convoy's out there, broad on the port bow.
3 freighters, hold down, bearing 320 relative. Oh, wait a minute, 4 freighters. Sir, 4 freighters off the port bow, about 12,000 yards.
Very well.
1 freighter, 3 tankers.
My lookouts need some drilling.
Peacetime Navy.
Now hear this. The smoking lamp is out.
Assume tactical command, Skipper. Form Able Sugar Screen in accordance with Plan William. Use flag voice signals only.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant, raise your convoy on your light.
Aye, aye, sir.
70 merchantmen zigzagging in a gale at night. Should be interesting.
Still secure, sir, but we're shipping seeds over the hatches. Keep an eye on the starboard spills. Stop all engines! Damn it! Wait a minute. I got
Get me Sissons up here on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Rubbish, man! I didn't see you! How the hell do you expect me to see anything in this weather? I haven't got eyes in my backside!
Lieutenant Sissons to the bridge. Now!
You would have been sleeping on...
Lieutenant Sissons, don't your damned merchantmen skippers know enough to maintain radio silence when ordered to? You signal your Commodore on that infrared apparatus. Imperative, repeat, imperative. You restore and maintain convoy radio silence.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come on to the chart room with me.
Zusammenstoß. Ein Geleitzug.
Genau. Nein, 089, Kaloin.
Entfernung?
20 bis 30 Meilen.
Verbinden Sie mit Rudeltaktik.
Zu Befehl, Kaloin.
Discontinue zigzagging, sir. What about submarines?
Right now, if there are any submarines out there, we don't know about it. What we do know is this zigzagging is following this convoy's progress, creating multiple collision hazards and compromising radio silence. You're the screen commander, Skipper. What do you think?
Well, it gets us to Iceland a lot faster. Minimizes the risk of detection or collision, but if we encounter U-boats, we're sitting ducks for attack.
The gambler here is they don't attack. Signal your Commodore. Discontinue zigzagging.
Aye, aye, sir.
Old Navy saying, if it works, you're a hero. If it doesn't, you're a bum.
Commodore, U-235 hat Funkmeldungen eines britischen Konvoi aufgefangen.
Ausgezeichnet. Wir bleiben an der Oberfläche bis 5 Uhr morgens. Dann tauchen wir und beziehen Angriffsposition. Wird eine gute Jagd.
Oh, shit!
Mind your helm, sailor.
On my helm, aye, sir.
Well, sir, looks like our weather problems may be over.
Der Geleitzug. Eine Menge Schiffe. Großer Gott. Runter mit dem Periskop. Schnell, das amerikanische Kriegsflottenbuch. Amerikanisch? Ja, überzeugen Sie sich selbst. Drauf, das Seerohr.
Schieber runter. Amerikanische Zerstörer. Ein ganzer Geleitzug. Schöne Scheiße. Kommodore, die Versenkung eines britischen Handelsfrachters ist doch kein Kriegsakt gegen Amerika.
Vielleicht nicht Ihrer Meinung nach, Herr Steiner. Aber möglicherweise denkt der amerikanische Kommandant da oben anders. Ganz offensichtlich stehen diese Frachten unter seinem Geleitschutz. Meldung an das Pack. Wir halten einen Kurs von 12.000 Metern voraus.
Befehl, Kommodore.
Und raus mit der Antenne.
Multiple contacts on the sound here, sir. Indications are they're submarines.
Four contacts dead ahead, sir. About 12,000 yards. They're making a lot of water noise, like a whale broaching. They may be running with their masts out of the water.
That figures. Can you estimate their speed?
Maintaining station with us, sir.
Go to general quarters, Jack. Alert the screen.
Nice.
General quarters, general quarters, all hands, man your battle stations. General quarters, all hands, man your battle stations. General quarters, all hands, man your battle stations. This is not a drill. General quarters, all hands, man your battle stations.
Mark my anti-IS, 112.
Perhaps we might consider resuming the zigzag maneuvers.
If Jerry's going to penetrate a screen of 16 destroyers, well, with 71 juicy crawling targets, zigzagging won't help much. Present course and speed, Lieutenant. No deviations.
Aye, aye.
We just started picking this up, sir. A very strong signal.
It's transmitting in code. He's got to know we're copying this.
He's waiting for orders from higher up. I'd like to see some of those faces in Berlin about now.
I tell you, Jodl, the screening vessels are American destroyers.
Großadmiral Raeder, what are you thinking of? Wake the Führer? Besides, it is a mistake.
Winery is my best Wolfpack commander. It's a confirmed sighting.
I will report it at the morning briefing.
Jodl, U-boat standing orders are to stay submerged in presence of American warships. They won't be able to keep up. They will lose this convoy.
Herr Großadmiral, it is not yet 7 o'clock. I will not wake the Führer for a convoy sighting.
All four contacts remaining steady on course and station, 12,000 yards ahead of us, Captain. We've got them in our sights. If they fire on the convoy, we'll take them out in the first pass.
I have no intention of waiting for the convoy to be fired on, Skipper. If they submerge and start closing, you will attack with depth charges. If they surface and close, you will engage with gunfire.
Aye, sir.
If they keep their distance, submerged or surfaced, we'll keep ours.
Aye, sir.
Contact still maintaining course and speed with us, sir.
Very well.
Herr Großadmiral, I said I'd call you when the morning briefing is over.
I beg you, Jodl, make this the first item of the conference. Telephone me immediately.
First comes the Yugoslavian crisis. That is more important.
Von der Admiralität, Kommodore. Schon wieder. Weitere Order abwarten.
Unsere Batterien sind fast leer, Kommodore. Wir müssen mit der Geschwindigkeit runtergehen.
Beide Maschinen, kleine Fahrt. Reservebatterien einschalten.
Kleine Fahrt, Reservebatterien einschalten.
Now hear this. Set condition maker.
Closing the contacts, Captain.
At what speed?
This speed, we should be over them in 2 hours. Our command will come right.
Negative. He's losing power. The commander's going to have to make his move very soon. Looks like we're all waiting on Berlin.
American destroyers? Why was I not informed? Instantly! Why? It's Roosevelt. He is trying to provoke me.
Melde, Entfernung 3200 Meter, Kommodore. Sie verringert sich.
Jetzt sind schon 5,5 Stunden. Worauf warten die in Berlin? Lautsprecher einschalten.
Zero ausfahren.
Sie wissen, dass wir hier sind. Warum weichen Sie nicht aus? Wenn wir angreifen wollen, müssen wir es jetzt machen. Solange wir noch voll manövrierfähig sind.
Berlin meldet sich, Kommodore.
$2,600 yards and closing, sir. 2550 in closing, sir. 2500 in closing, sir. 2450 and still closing, sir.
All right, that's it. Prepare for depth charge attack. This battle force will not be fired on.
Aye, sir.
Wait a minute! Sounds like they're all blowing their tanks. They're coming up.
Bloody fools! What targets?
Looks like he's throwing in the towel, sir.
Skipper, when all 4 submarines that extended to 5,000 stand down from attack. Maintain sonar contact until they disappear. All 4.
Aye, sir. It worked, Captain.
This time. It's a real professional out there. Did it all by the book. He obeyed orders. But there goes one frustrated warrior.
sheer heaven.
Does it have to end?
Oh, heavens, yes. We should have been back last night.
What are you going to tell Pug?
Well, it couldn't be worse timing, what with Janice and Warren having the baby and Byron suddenly sailing off to marry that Jewish girl.
Rhoda, there's always going to be something.
I know, but he's down right now, Mama.
Down?
Beached. Oh, you have to be Navy to understand. With the Navy expanding like mad, his classmates are all getting battleships and destroyer flotillas and cruisers, and he's stuck in shore duty again. He's had 10 years of it.
He's in war plans.
Oh, I know. War plans sounds glamorous, but flag rank depends on Blue Water Command, not on desk jobs.
It's a lousy system.
Wives. The Navy wives always know the score. Gals who used to be my closest friends are suddenly cooling off. My man is falling out of the race.
And it's not the time to hit him.
I know. But how can I not tell him? I'll find a way.
Thanks. Hey, honey, he's home. Man the bar.
Darling. It's been absolutely impossible to talk to the girls since you've been gone. Nobody wants to gab about anything except the new orders. Pug, you would not believe some of the new assignments. Chip Pennington, old Chip who hasn't drawn a sober breath since the academy. Well, he got a destroyer squadron out of Pearl. Naturally, Tammy had it all over town before Bupers even sent out a dispatch.
When you wind down, Rhoda, I've got something to tell you.
You do? Well, I've got something to tell you, too.
This was waiting for me when I checked into war plans.
Dinner at the White House. But what is it, Pug? I mean, is it a state banquet or something, or one of those huge affairs?
No. Just a quiet dinner. Our family, the President and Mrs. Roosevelt.
Pug. Oh, Pug, just us and the Roosevelts? What have you been up to?
Nothing. A little errand running. This is just a carrot for the donkey.
A carrot for the donkey? It's magnificent. It's fantastic. Oh, wait till Tammy hears about this. And Elaine Foley, too. Oh, God.
Simmer down.
Oh, what on earth am I going to wear? I'll have to shop like mad.
You have something you wanted to tell me?
What?
You wanted to tell me something?
Oh, no, nothing. God knows you've blown it clear out of my mind. Oh, Pug. Pug, just us and the Roosevelts.
Now hear this. Mail call.
May I help you, Mr. Henry?
Thank you, KB.
You did it! Look at that!
Natalie's pregnant? That's wonderful news.
Yeah. Can you believe it, Dad? Boy, do I feel great.
Congratulations. Any news about her coming home?
Yeah. Sloat says he really built a fire this time under the consuls. Well, they should be on their way by now, she and Aaron.
That's good to hear, Barney.
Something else, Dad. I got new orders. 30 days leave, then proceed to the West Coast and pick up the devilfish.
Fleet submarine, huh?
Really coming up in the world.
You said it. Here's another one for you. You're invited to dinner at the White House on the 26th.
Cut it out, Dad.
Your mother and Madeline, too. Warren probably couldn't fly in from Pearl on time, but if you're around, you may as well come. Something to tell your children.
With the date for the invasion of Russia, Operation Barbarossa set for June 22nd, Adolf Hitler holds an intimate afternoon tea at Berchtesgaden. Finally, he is notified that the most important guest has just arrived. Summoned by the Führer, Gestapo Chief Heinrich Himmler is here to discuss a matter cloaked in such secrecy that only a handful of top Nazi leaders know of its existence.
Stop right there, Himmler. Well, Himmler, let's hear.
Mein Führer, the Special Action Squads, we call them Einsatzgruppen, have been selected and reviewed by me personally. At a meeting of the highest secrecy, I myself addressed them and disclosed their mission in the Soviet Union.
What was the reaction?
Immense enthusiasm.
You're sure? Was it genuine?
These are picked SS-men, mein Führer, National Socialists to the bone, screened. Former lawyers, physicians, police, civil servants, the cream of German manhood.
How many in all?
All told, 3,000 men and officers. They are just the organizers, mein Führer. The local population will execute the job. We have been checking in Poland. Plenty of volunteers.
A very positive report, Himmler. Come to the party, have a little fun, relax. You're working too hard, you know.
What do you think, Dad? Limey's gonna get the Bismarck?
Well, Briney, they claim that the Prince of Wales winged her off Greenland. But those German pocket battleships have got fine damage control. I've been aboard the Bismarck. If they did hit her, she probably just buttoned up those flooded compartments, lit out for home.
Hey, Brace, you're sure throwing everything into this search.
Well, you know where she's headed. French coast. You know the speed she makes. I imagine British Air will find her. Unless the Bismarck is not damaged. In which case, you ought to help any convoy she runs across. She can pick off 40 ships in an hour.
How'd you like to be on that search?
You would, huh? Hey, what time is it? Come on, let's make tracks.
Hey, Dad, you're pretty close to the president, aren't you?
Close? I don't know anybody who's close to Mr. Roosevelt except maybe this Harry Hopkins.
I got a couple of letters from Natalie the other day. She's still stuck.
What now?
I don't know. Her uncle can't get his passport renewed. Same old runaround.
Well, you tell your wife to come home. Let him sweat it out. That baby should be born here.
She won't leave him. Now they're completely ringed by Germans. They're in France, Yugoslavia, North Africa, and all the way through Italy. Dad, there are a couple of Jews.
I'm aware of that, Baron.
Bud, would you come here? I'm going out of my mind.
Yes, Rhoda?
Will you look at how my stomach is bulging? Now, why is that? This stupid dress did not look the least bit like this in the store. It looked fine.
You're not bulging. You're very pretty.
Pug, for God's sake, I am bulging a foot. Would you just button me up in the back, please? I look 6 months pregnant. I mean, I am horrible, and I am wearing my tightest girdle. Now, what'll I do?
You'll do just fine.
Oh,
Hey, Dad. You know, I was thinking maybe you could mention this thing to the president.
That is an unreasonable notion. Byron, I don't think that your wife's uncle's citizenship mess is a suitable problem to submit to the President of the United States.
Well, just where would you suggest I submit it, then?
for heaven's sake, what are you two jawing about? Pug, will you put on your jacket and come along? Madeline's waiting at the railroad station.
Yes, dear.
We're glad to have you back.
Difficult time, no doubt about that. Oh, no.
We are masters at this, I can see.
I'm afraid that it could be worse.
Oh, my goodness, Mr. President. I wish Pug could carve like that.
Oh, I'm sure he can. Think you can handle all that, Harry?
Barely, Mr. President.
I do like a slice of ham, though, don't you, Rhoda?
Oh, yes.
Not a steak, not a sliver either. The secret is a sharp knife and a firm wrist.
You know, we always serve lamb. The children have always adored it.
I love it, too.
It's one of Pug's very favorites, I must say, Mr. President.
Global
I don't know what you thought
I prefer the sauce.
You know, someone
Why are the Germans massing so many troops?
What's that, Pug? Am I missing something good?
Mrs. Roosevelt was just asking me about these German troop movements.
Captain Henry was in the intelligence business, too, Willie. He was naval attaché in Berlin. Very few people know this, Pug, but Mr. Morn is not just a famous author. He was a British spy in the last war. He even wrote a spy novel, Ashington. So watch out what you say around here. It'll get right back to Churchill.
Mr. President, you know very well that a house guest would never do that. I'm not a ferret now, I assure you, but a much lower form of life, a sponge.
What do you think of this, Willie? Captain Henry predicted the pact between Hitler and Stalin before it happened. All the clever diplomats and generals and colonists were caught flat-footed, but not Pug. What's your prediction this time, Pug? Will Hitler attack Russia?
With that piece of luck, Mr. President, I hocked my crystal ball and threw away the ticket.
Captain, never admit luck in our racket.
Let's ask our Undersecretary of State. Sumner?
If one studies Mein Kampf, Mr. President, the attack is inevitable sooner or later.
I'd hate to be bound by anything I said or wrote 20 years ago.
If Germany attacks the Soviet Union, will England help Russia or leave Stalin to stew in his own juice?
I can't really say.
You know, Willie, a lot of folks here don't believe the story that Rudolf Hess is crazy. They say he was sent over to advise your people of the coming attack on Russia and to get a hands-off agreement in exchange for a promise to help you keep the empire.
That very plan is in Mein Kampf.
Sumner, do you think we could explain it to the American people if the British did not help Russia?
I think that would finish off aid to England, Mr. President. If Hitler is a menace to mankind, that's one thing. If he's just a menace to the British Empire, that is something very different.
Of course, Hitler may be gathering his troops in the east precisely because he intends to invade England.
A feint, you mean?
Yes.
That, too, is possible.
The princess is quite right. Unfortunately, nowadays, the whole thing seems to boil down to whatever Hitler's impulses are. Pity we have to live in the same century with that creature. Say, we have here two men who have talked at length, face to face with the fella. Let's take a Gallup poll. Sumner, do you think Hitler's a madman?
I looked hard for such evidence, Mr. President. But, as I reported, I found him a very cool, very knowledgeable, skilled advocate.
How about you, Pug?
I'm afraid I must agree with Mr. Wells, sir. Face to face, the man is a powerful presence with an incredible memory and a remarkable ability to marshal the facts when he speaks.
Yes, the fellow's able, of course, or he wouldn't be giving us all this trouble.
Pug, when on earth did you have a talk with Hitler? That's news to me. Well, I mean, honestly, he's always been closed-mouthed, but to keep a thing like that from me.
You didn't need to know.
Captain Henry, I bow to a professional.
My dear, you couldn't have paid your husband a handsomer compliment in public.
Well, I didn't intend to. Imagine. Well, I mean, he is just a sphinx, that man.
Pug's a very fine officer. I expect great things of him.
I always have, Mr. President.
Not everybody deserves such a beautiful wife. But he does, Rhoda.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Mr. President. Bud brought that to me. He always brings me something wherever he's been. Oh,
keep track of it.
I do. It gives me an opportunity.
Where's this one?
I believe he brought this to me from the Orient. Some lovely things.
Has anyone noticed we haven't heard from our submariner yet? Byron, you're a natural for the silent service. How's the morale in your group?
Good, Mr. President.
Ready to go to war, as I'm sure Willie would desire?
Personally, sir, I'm more than ready.
That's the spirit.
Byron was visiting a friend in Poland when the war began. He was strafed by a Luftwaffe plane and wounded.
I see. You have a motive, then, for wanting to fight Germans.
It's not that so much, Mr. President. It's that my wife is trapped in Italy.
Trapped? How trapped?
Her uncle is Dr. Aaron Jastrow, Mr. President, the author of A Jew's Jesus. He's had some trouble with his passport, and he can't come home. He's old and not very well, and she refuses to abandon him.
Why, Franklin, we both read A Jew's Jesus. Don't you remember? You liked it very much indeed.
Dr. Jastrow taught at Yale, Mrs. Roosevelt. He's lived here almost all of his life. It's just some crazy red tape, and, well, there they are.
A Jew's Jesus was a good book. Sumner, couldn't you have someone look into this?
Certainly, Mr. President.
Let me know what you find out.
Yes, sir.
I haven't read the book myself.
Well, you should.
Really?
It's a classic.
Oh.
Beg your pardon, Mr. President.
Yes, yes, let me have it. Well, may I relate a bit of news? It seems they've got the Bismarck.
Oh,
Wait. I don't want to be over-optimistic or premature. What it says is that airplanes from the Ark Royal have caught up with her and put several torpedoes into her. When night fell, she was trailing thick oil and steaming slowly west, the wrong way. The entire fleet is now closing in, and some units now have her in sight.
Do they give her position, Mr. President?
Longitude 16 west, latitude 48 north.
Okay. That's over 1,000 miles from Brest, well beyond the Luftwaffe air umbrella. They've got her.
Fill the glasses. This could be a very important, crucial moment. The British Navy.
Palmer, dear, you have a kindly heart that understands without explanations. I cannot do it. My love and everlasting thanks for offering me more than I deserve or can accept. I'll never forget, and I hope we will be friends forever. Forgive me.
Captain, the Undersecretary sends his thanks to you for interrupting a busy schedule to come over. Please, come in. Please, sit down. Cigarette?
Thank you.
Muggy day.
Yes.
Well, now, the business of Dr. Aaron Jastrow's passport. As it turns out, it was no problem whatsoever. In fact, the authorization for clearance went out quite a while ago. It may have been delayed a bit en route, but we've double-checked by cable, and it's all set. He can pick up his passport whenever he wishes in Rome, and he's been so informed.
Good. That was fast work.
As I say, there was no work to do. It had already been taken care of.
Well, my boy will be mighty glad to hear about this.
Oh, about your son. I hope you'll take this in the right spirit. The Undersecretary was a bit disconcerted to have this thing raised at the President's table.
So was I. I gave the boy holy hell about it afterwards.
I'm awfully glad you feel that way. Suppose you just drop a little note to the President, Captain, sort of apologizing for your son's gaffe and mentioning that you've learned the whole thing was taken care of long ago.
The President asked for a report from Mr. Wells.
We made a rather dramatic effort this morning just to make sure that young Mrs. Henry could get home. Literally, thousands of these cases of Jewish refugees come to us all the time. The pressure is enormous. It's absolutely unbelievable. Now, the problem in your family is settled. We'd hoped you'd be more appreciative.
Natalie and her uncle are not Jewish refugees. They're a couple of Americans.
Now, in the case of the uncle, that was technically far from clear. But it's all been set straight. And in return, Captain, I really think that you should write that little note.
An unsolicited letter from me to the President of the United States. Sorry.
Let me be frank, Captain. The Undersecretary wants a report from me to forward to the President. Now, just a word from you would conclude the matter.
Mr. Whitman, why was a distinguished man like Aaron Jastrows stopped on a passport technicality when he wanted to come home? Certainly that's what the President wants to know, and I can't give him the answer. Can you? Okay. Obviously, you can't either. I suggest that whoever can had better try. Now, is there anything else?
Captain Henry, the Undersecretary may find your refusal hard to understand. You're flouting a direct request from the State Department.
I work for the Navy Department. Many thanks.
No kidding, Dad? Well, do you believe it this time?
Yep.
Well, now she can just get a plane or a ship. Ah, she can do it. She can do anything. I'm so happy.
I'm happy for you, Briney.
Oh, Dad, we just got the word. We're taking the devilfish to Pearl.
Oh, then you'll be seeing Warren and Jennings.
Yeah, I know. Won't that be great? God, I still can't believe it. She's coming home. And Dad, be honest. Was I right when I talked to the President? Was I wrong?
You had one hell of a nerve. Now, look, I'm busy, and I hope you are, too. Now get back to work. And write when you get to Hawaii. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
June 22nd, 1941. The German army of 3.5 million men is deployed along a 1,000-mile eastern front. From the icy Baltic to the warm Black Sea. At exactly 03:15 hours, the big guns erupt. Barbarossa, Adolf Hitler's invasion of Russia, is launched. Fleets of German warplanes sweep across the borders. Caught on the ground, the Russian Air Force is all but wiped out in the first hours. The 4.5 million man Russian army buckles under the onslaught. The German surprise attack has succeeded on a scale unsurpassed in the history of warfare. The Soviet Union totters. Field Marshal Sir John Dill, Chief of the Imperial General Staff, hastens down from London to Chequers, Churchill's country home. He is carrying the latest dispatches on the German invasion.
Our intelligence warned me of this, and I warned Stalin. But he ignored me. He's not only a butcher, he is a bungler. I shall broadcast at 9 tonight, offering our full support to the Soviet Union. Does that not embarrass you, Prime Minister? You, the lifelong arch foe of Bolshevism? Not at all. I've only one purpose, the destruction of Hitler. If Hitler invaded hell, I should at least make a favorable reference to the devil in the House of Commons.
All'alba ieri la Germania ha dichiarato guerra alla Russia ed ha attaccato 2 miglia del fronte orientale russo, dall'Artico ai Balcani. Il fumo delle città russe in fiamme e di rifiuti di petrolio e munizioni delineavano la frontiera sporca. Il fronte era formato da 5 milioni di combattenti tedeschi e russi, sostenuti dalla vendicativa Finlandia e Romania. La maggioranza dell'esercito tedesco spinse la potente armata russa indietro per circa 10 miglia, dietro il territorio sovietico.
So, you've heard the splendid news, huh? The villain with the mustache is really throwing himself into his part. Now we have a two-front war again.
I've just come from the immigration office. Our seats to Lisbon have been canceled. They were requisitioned by the military.
So we have no exit permits?
Oh, no, on the contrary, I do.
How on earth did you accomplish that?
I pleaded complications with my pregnancy and arranged for a short medical visit to Zurich with you along to accompany the invalid for her safety en route.
When we get there, then what?
We'll just stay until we can arrange for safe passage to the United States.
Natalie, I know how badly you want to get home, and I understand that. But when I think of my lovely house standing there, empty...
Aaron, for God's sakes, are you going to suggest you'd even consider staying on the same continent with the Germans?
My dear, don't be impatient with me. You were an infant during the last war. The talk was the same. The Huns were always spearing Belgian babies on bayonets and cutting the breasts off nuns. And then I spent a year with some truly wonderful people in Munich. There are Germans and Germans.
Do you know who I rode up with on the elevator just now?
No, who?
One of the Nazis Byron and I had that run-in with in Lisbon.
Did he recognize you?
I don't know, but he gave me quite a stare.
Well, my dear, I wouldn't worry if I were you. These men stare for a living.
Aaron, aren't you the least bit alarmed? I mean, we've been here now for 3 weeks, and they keep finding one reason or another not to allow us to leave. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Aaron, I don't think they want you to leave.
Natalie, that is preposterous.
No, it's not. You're important. They probably think they can use you. Aaron, I'm going to Zurich next week with or without you. My baby's not going to be born in a fascist country at war.
Well, my dear, it's a long time since I tasted Swiss chocolate.
Second day of the invasion. Adolf Hitler travels from Berlin to his new advanced army headquarters on the Eastern Front.
To sum up, mein Führer, the General Leib has advanced north toward Leningrad as planned. Von Rundstedt has met with more resistance than anticipated in the southward direction toward Kiev, but the real surprise is in the center, where Guderian's army has penetrated 25 miles toward Minsk.
25 miles on the straight road to Moscow, through the heaviest border defenses and the frontline mass of the Red Army, and all in one day.
At this rate, mein Führer, we will be in Minsk 1/3 of the way to Moscow in a week.
It is starting out like Poland.
Even better. What word from Himmler?
We talked on the phone an hour ago. He's addressing the final meeting of Einsatzgruppen officers at this moment. They will then join up with their units. All 4 special action groups will jump off today.
They will begin actions immediately in the border towns. Himmler will be sending in daily figures.
I want to know those daily figures.
Certainly, mein Führer. The first big figures, of course, will come from Minsk. It's a huge Jewish center.
So begins the fulfillment of a dream.
Of a heroic and glorious vision, mein Führer. A purified Europe, and in time, a purified world.
Lately, I have neglected the dog most cruelly. Blondie. Good dog, Blondie. Good dog.
Mankind will one day understand your lofty aims and honor you for them, mein Führer.
Пора начинать доставку груженных уже готов.
Да, конечно.
Herr Hein, ich darf etwas erledigen. Wo sehr ich heimkommen.
Wo steht sie?
Wir gehen weg von dannen. Heint in der Früh.
Wohin Fuß?
Sorg sich nicht. Mach dir dein Tradition. Abfahrt 12:15 Uhr. Le train international pour Paris à midi 15 partira sur voie.
Hair. Oh, what foul idiocy war is. Europe is such a rich continent. These bloody fools keep laying waste to it time and time again. Tell me, Bunky, do you like Zurich better than Lisbon?
Well, the tragic refugee thing goes on here, too, but less visibly, less acutely. In Lisbon, it was just too horrible.
Will the Swiss send our passports over to the consulate to you?
No, you'll pick them up here on your way back to Rome.
My darling, we have no intention of going back to Rome.
What are you talking about?
We are going to take the first plane, train, or goat cart out of here. Whatever gets us back to the good old USA. Oh, Bunky, don't be angry. Obviously, I couldn't talk to you about it on the phone, but it's the whole point of our trip.
I'm not angry, Natalie. But I'm afraid it won't work.
Why on earth not?
Well, you're not a problem, but Dr. Jastrow got through immigration on my parole. He has no transit visa.
Well, I thought things were going too easily.
Bunky, wild horses can't get me back to Rome, and that is that. I mean, you've got to find a way to clear Aaron. He's here now, his passport's as good as gold, and I just know you can solve it.
We're this way. I'll drop you at the hotel, and your doctor's appointment is this afternoon. Right here.
Dr. Wunst on the 3rd floor.
Thanks, Bunky.
Natalie, you've caught me unawares. I need a little more time.
But my permit runs out in 10 days.
I'll look into it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Very well. Take a little rest, Mrs. Henry. You're strong as a horse. You're carrying the baby perfectly.
I had 3 bleeding episodes.
Yes, you mentioned that. When was the last one?
A month ago, maybe a little longer.
Well, you can wait around a day or so for the result of the smear and the urine test and so forth. I'm almost sure they'll be negative. And Dr. Corona will deliver a fine baby for you. He's the best man in Rome.
Dr. Wundt, unless I can go back to the United States, I'd rather stay here and have my baby. I don't want to go back to Rome.
So? Why?
Because of the war. If the United States gets involved, I'd find myself on enemy soil with a newborn baby.
Henry. What kind of name is that?
Scotch, I guess. Scotch-English.
And your maiden name is Jastrow, you said. Is that Scotch-English too?
It's Polish. Polish-Jewish.
And that gentleman outside, your uncle? Is he Polish-Jewish?
He is a very famous American writer.
Really? How exciting. Is he Polish-Jewish?
He was born in Poland.
Well, You can get dressed now. Then come into the other room, please. Mrs. Henry, in the past few years, I have to be frank with you. Pregnancy has been used and abused to death here to solve passport difficulties. The immigration authorities have become very hard. I am an alien myself, and my license can easily be revoked. Do I make myself clear?
But I'm not having any passport difficulties, none whatsoever.
Mrs. Henry, a flight to Rome is no problem for you. Nothing to justify an extension of your stay. I will see you tomorrow at 5:15, and we will discuss your tests.
You ever seen anything more beautiful? You know, everyone should have to live in a blackout for a couple of months so that they can appreciate the lights. Do you know what Zurich reminds me of? Luna Park in Coney Island when I was a little girl. You walked in this blaze of lights, millions and millions of yellow bulbs. The lights were more exciting to me than the rides. Switzerland's amazing, isn't it? It's like this little dry diving bell of freedom in a vast ocean of horror. What an experience. I'll never forget it.
Natalie, my dear, you're very merry this evening.
Well, I just have a feeling that everything is going to work out.
Hello? Hello? Sorry I'm late, but I've got quite a report for you.
Well, is it all arranged?
Well, we're not in bad shape. Say, I've been on the teletype to Rome. Your Byron outdid himself, didn't he? Talking to President Roosevelt about your uncle's passport.
President Roosevelt, what are you talking about?
You don't know? Well, apparently they had dinner together. The Henrys and the First Family at the White House.
Well, nobody said anything about it at the consulate.
Not surprised. It's a little embarrassing to get a swift kick from the White House.
And here I thought all along that we'd gotten this far because of Sloat.
Byron, what exceptional ingenuity.
Yes. And now your file has a big presidential flag on it, and that's just fine. Well, Natalie, you're all set. You're on the waiting list at Lufthansa for your connection to Lisbon. You should be out of here sometime next week.
Lufthansa? What about the Spanish flight?
Well, you were misinformed. It shut down this past May. But don't worry. Your passport doesn't say you're Jewish or Mrs. Byron Henry. And even the Germans have some tenderness about pregnant women.
But what about Aaron?
I'm coming to that.
She's the important one. What happens to me couldn't matter less. I've lived my life.
Hold on. Good Lord, Dr. Jastrow, it's going to be all right. You just can't stay here in Switzerland. But you're all set, too. Rome was absolutely appalled that you'd fled to Zurich. The ambassador himself in particular. He says that if he has to, he'll appoint you to his staff and send you home on a diplomatic priority. You will be returning to Rome, but he'll take full responsibility for dealing with the Italians.
Well, looks to me like we've come to a parting of the ways,
Natalie, I know you're set against going back to Rome, but if you'd like to reconsider, the ambassador will make identical arrangements for you.
I won't hear of it. Natalie must go her own way now. I bear a burden of guilt about you, at least as large as that baby you're carrying. Someday, you'll know the true measure of my gratitude. You have earned, as our fathers quaintly put it, a great share in the world to come. If only it existed.
All right, Aaron, but this parting is going to be very, very strange for me.
Well, then you're all set. Dr. Jastrow, you return to Rome tomorrow afternoon.
It is strange how easy it is to go back, like sliding down a greased slope. Only the other direction is hard.
Hello there. Kirby, what are you doing here? How long have you been in town?
A couple of weeks. I got some business with the Navy Department.
Why don't you come home with me for a drink? Better still join me for dinner.
Oh, thanks, Pug. I don't think I can.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm batching it.
Oh, where's Rhoda?
She's in New York shopping. You sure you can't join me? It just means telling the cook to throw on a couple more chops.
Well, sure, why not? I've done a lot of eating alone lately. This will keep till tomorrow.
Great.
Come on.
Second jug full? Well, I pushed dinner back about an hour. Give us time to relax.
You well, the way I feel on the size of that jug, you may have to leave me to the dining room.
It's not so far. The furniture has no sharp corners on it.
One of the first things your very sweet wife Rhoda said to me was that I drank too much. It was the dinner you gave me in Berlin. Remember, you had the 5-act see the president. Well, I was in a lousy mood, and I started swilling the wine and fast. And she brought me up short.
Well, that was rude of her. I think the amount a man drinks is his own business. Not to mention the fact that on occasions my proud beauty has a hollow leg or so. So what's happening with uranium, Kirby?
Ah, that's why you're plying me with martinis, hmm? Doesn't War Plans have any information?
It's all Jules Fern talked to us so far.
Well, unfortunately, it's much more than that. The big question now is how far ahead are the Germans?
What sort of weapon are we talking about? I mean, how powerful?
In theory, one bomb could level New York City, even an area the size of Rhode Island. Yeah, I'm having some unusual feelings these days myself. I'm beginning to suspect the human race as we know it may not make it through the Industrial Revolution.
We're out here, honey.
I'm drenched, drowned rat.
We have company.
We have?
Hello, Rhoda.
Oh, my God!
Women.
Well, I'll be running along, Pug.
What are you talking about?
Well, Rhoda's home. I don't want to intrude, and I really got 100 things I have to do.
Don't be ridiculous. Sit back down, have yourself another shorty, and I'll be right with you. You okay, Rhoda?
Where'd you dig up Palmer Kirby? Did he telephone?
No, I just ran into him. I've asked him to stay for dinner. Is that okay?
Why not? Why don't you go downstairs and keep him company, dear? I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Hello. Yes, speaking. Oh, hello, Admiral. Yes, sir. Aye, sir. Will do, sir. Goodbye, sir. change artistry.
Well, I hope so. When I got here, I looked like the witch in Snow White.
I just had a call from Admiral King. He's at the department.
Oh, no, Pug. What about dinner?
You and Fred go ahead and have dinner, and I'll call you as soon as I find out what it's about.
Oh, well, look, I'm sure the last thing Rhoda wants to do is entertain me. You must be exhausted. I'll go back to town with you.
Look at her, Fred. Does she look exhausted to you? There's my taxi.
Let me.
I'll call you as soon as I can, honey.
All right.
I'll probably be home in time for coffee.
Hug doesn't realize he put you on the spot. I'll be going.
Palmer, don't be foolish.
You know, I really believe you don't feel the least bit awkward.
Oh, Palmer, I just take things as they come. Actually, I'm very glad to see you.
Dinner, Miss Henry.
Oh, just put it on the table, Minnie, then you can go.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Palmer, you'd just be wasting some very good double lamb chops. Can't you smell them?
All right, Rhoda.
Good. A little more Saint-Julien with the cheese?
Rhoda, if he comes home and finds out we've cracked the second bottle, his eyebrows will go way up.
Oh, sure. Minnie's the second bottle he and I have cracked. And third ones on occasion. Oh, isn't this pleasant? Doesn't this porch remind you of the house in Berlin?
Well, it does remind me of an evening in Berlin. The way the light lingers on, the fresh smell of rain-done trees.
You do remember?
Oh, yeah, I have an excellent memory. Sometimes a little too good.
Was my letter really so very upsetting?
Yes, it was the worst blow I've had since my wife died.
I've been trying to think how to tell you this without sounding like a flibberty gibbet. I sat next to the president at that White House dinner. He was very nice to me. He liked me. He said wonderful things about Pug, about his future career. Dear, a divorced man is very handicapped in the service, especially when he's inside a flag rank. I've always been aware of that. And so I did what I did. And I've slept badly ever since, and I've been an awful crab. But I've stuck to him, and I don't intend to apologize.
Rhoda, this might sound offensive, and I don't mean it that way, but we may never talk like this again. I want to ask you a question. I've thought about this a great deal. When we met, you said till I came along there had been no one else. Well, I believe that, of course, and I still do. What I want to know is how come? No, it made you angry.
No. Of course, I know the answer you want. That you were irresistible. That there has never remotely been anyone like you. And that's true enough. Still, I've had my chances. And I don't just mean drunken passes at the officers' club. There have been times. But to be absolutely honest, those men were all naval officers just like Pug. None of them measured up or even came close. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming Pug for what happened this time. That would be too low. But he does shut me out so much. He's a fanatic, you know, about getting things done.
That's an American trait. I'm the same kind of fanatic.
When you were in Berlin, whether you knew it or not, you were courting me. And when Pug courted me, I fell in love with him, too. Just one thing more. Though you, of all people, may give me the horse laugh, I'm a good woman, Palmer. At least I think I am. And so, with one thing and another, there has been no one else. Nor will there be. I'm a quiet grandma now. That's that.
I'll be going now. I feel a lot better. Thank you, Rhoda.
Will I see you again?
Well, Washington's a pretty small town. Look at the way I ran into Pug tonight.
Can you find your way up?
Yes, certainly.
I don't mean to be rude, but to be frank, at the moment, my eyes are messy. How very continental and sweet. Straight through the living room and turn left to the front door.
Mrs. Henry, my key, please.
Gefällig. Brief.
Hello?
Hello, Natalie.
Bunky.
Yes. Look, Lufthansa's come through. 1 seat to Lisbon day after tomorrow.
So soon?
Yes. Now, I suggest that you go straight over to the Lufthansa office. It's about 2 blocks from your hotel.
Bunky, wait. I've just had a letter from Aaron. He says we're both in the clear with Italian immigration.
That's wonderful, Natalie. What's the problem?
The date of the tickets, December 15th. If everything goes on schedule, I'd be a mother by then. I'd have my baby in Rome.
Look, I know how you feel about that, Natalie, but I do think you should consider the alternative. Although I'm absolutely sure there'll be no problem with Lufthansa. You'll still be in Nazi hands for over 20 hours. Look, I can't presume to make your decision for you, but I do know what Leslie Sloat would say. And Byron, too.
I know. Play it safe. Go back to Rome.
Exactly. Listen, Natalie, if there's anything I can do, just call me, will you?
Thanks, Bunky. You've been a dear.
Keep me posted, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tag.
Good afternoon. The American consul, Bunker Thurston, made a reservation for me to go to Lisbon on Thursday.
Oh, Mrs. Byron Henry.
Yes.
Fine. Your passport?
Do you have the reservation?
Yes. Let me have your passport, please. Fill this out, please.
My, what a lot of questions for an airplane trip.
Wartime security regulations, Mrs. Henry. Both sides, please.
Brauchen Sie einen Stift?
Give me my passport, please.
Is something wrong?
Americans don't ask people's religions for travel purposes and don't give their own.
If you want to leave that blank, it's up to you. It's quite all right, Miss Henry.
I'll take my passport, please.
I've started to write a ticket. It's very hard to get the passage to Lisbon, Mrs. Henry.
My passport!
I'm given to understand the president requires fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yes, sir. I don't believe the president will be disappointed, sir.
Very well.
Good morning, sir.
All right, Henry. What are you doing here? I ordered all the war planners berthed together on the Tuscaloosa. You're nothing but a passenger here.
I was awakened at 0500 aboard the Tuscaloosa, sir, and told that the president desired my transfer along with my gear aboard the Augusta. So I complied.
The president, huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something, Henry. You're not by some chance a distant relative or an old family friend of Mr. Roosevelt?
No, Admiral.
I see. Well, you might remember, when the occasion offers, that you still work for the United States Navy.
Aye, sir.
That's all.
Sure that suit isn't a shade loose, eh, Tom?
Just fine, Mr. President. Just fine.
Give that holder a bit more tilt. A jaunty angle. I believe that's the way the press describes it. Am I right, gentlemen?
Attention on deck!
boss. Thank you, Marcus. Anything else, sir?
No, thank you.
Captain Herman?
If you're not standing watch, old man, you might look in about 8 or so. The skipper.
Check your local listings for vacancy to Pepper Young's family, Bob Perkins and one man.
Come in. Hello there, Pug. Just in time for the morning news. By George, doesn't it feel wonderful to be at sea again?
Sure does, sir.
Many's the time I've sailed these waters, I could navigate this ship for them on a bite.
I'm sure you could.
Stay tuned for the news. The Soviet government confirmed today German claims that their armies have driven well past Smolensk and have advanced many miles toward Leningrad in the north and are closing in on the great Dnieper Dam in the south.
Smolensk. The last great bastion before Moscow.
The whereabouts of the president are no longer secret. He is on holiday aboard the presidential yacht Potomac. At 7 o'clock last evening, reporters spotted him on the afterdeck as the yacht passed through the Cape Cod Canal.
And here I was on the high seas. How do you suppose I worked that one, Pug?
I don't know, sir. How did you?
Tom Wilson, that's the yacht engineer, is a big fella. We got him a white suit and a white hat and put him out there for the reporters to see. Well, that's just grand. It worked. We didn't want U-boats out gunning for Churchill and me. Ah, here we are. Look that over, old fella. I want your comment.
In Geneva, the World Zionist Organization has announced that large-scale secret massacres of Jews are taking place behind the German lines in the Soviet Union. The German government, calling these allegations preposterous lies, has accused the Zionists of deliberately spreading Allied atrocity propaganda. The Red Cross is free to enter the occupation zone at any time, the German Foreign Ministry declared, to verify the facts, and has offered...
There's another lie. Those Nazis are the most outrageous liars, really. The Red Cross can't get in there at all. I think, and I certainly hope, those stories are terribly exaggerated. Our intelligence says they are. Still, where there's smoke... I have a copy of that Jewish statement the radio was talking about. But what's one to do? We've tried to get around the immigration law. We've had some success. But when I've got a Congress ready to disband the Army, can you imagine my going to them with a bill to admit more Jews? Well, what do you think?
This is something for my chief, Mr. President.
Pug, you've got a feeling for facts, and when you talk, I understand you. These are two uncommon virtues. So let's have it. Take your time.
All right, sir. Essentially, the Army sees things differently from us on Lend-Lease. Possibly it's because they figure they'll have to fight the Axis single-handed after the Russians and the British fold. And the Germans may capture and use against us all the stuff we send over there.
And the Navy?
Our contention is that if the Soviet Union does go down, and Britain too, a hell of a lot of Germans are going to have to die to lick them. And every dead German is one less German who'll be firing at us one day.
I agree on that.
Okay. We can replace lost material pretty fast, but it takes 20 years to raise a live bush to replace a dead one.
Pug, you're doing a grand job in war plans, but you shouldn't get bogged down. Once my victory program is completed, why don't we see what we can do about detaching you to sea duty.
Mr. President, for a long time, I've been yearning for a battleship.
You think you can command one?
I think I can, sir.
Well, a commander-in-chief ought to have a little say in this. Let's get you command of a battleship.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You know, Pug, I never have been able to beat this game. I'm gonna keep trying. Well, Elliot, I never heard my country 'tis if they played better.
Carry on.
Now hear this. The smoking
Henry.
lamp is lit.
Yes, sir.
Take my barge and go over to the Prince of Wales and put yourself at Mr. Harry Hopkins' service. The president desires to talk with him before Churchill comes to call.
Aye, sir.
He looks pretty good after her brawl with the Bismarck.
Yes, sir.
Expedite.
Aye, sir.
So you're still in war plans, huh? You'll attend the staff meetings then?
Yes, sir. Some of them.
I believe you met a few of the British.
Oh, who, sir?
Lord Herman Wouk,
Yes, sir.
General Tillett.
Oh, yes, I've met General Tillett.
He's heading their army planners. You might bear in mind what our friends will be after. It's fairly clear to me after 5 days at sea with the Prime Minister. First, they're going to press for an immediate declaration of war on Germany. Now, they know they won't get that, but it softens the ground for the real reason Winston Churchill's crossed the ocean. They want us to warn Japan that any move against the British Empire in Asia would mean war with us.
Will it?
And they want assurances that for Lend-Lease, they'll come ahead of Russia.
The president isn't thinking that way.
I hope not. Hitler wins in Russia, he wins the world. That's the war now. That's where the stuff should go.
Well, then this whole conference is rather pointless, isn't it?
No, it's a triumph. The American president and the British prime minister are meeting face to face to discuss beating the Germans. The world will know that. That's achievement enough for now.
Well, gentlemen, shall we continue this at the morning session?
Admiral Turner, one last word.
General Tillett.
Most productive session, most admirably chaired. Very heady planning we've had here tonight, gentlemen, for fighting a global war as full allies. Thousands of ships, tens of thousands of planes and tanks, many millions of men in arms and so forth. Visions of historic grandeur, which I devoutly trust and believe will one day soon come to pass. But at the moment, we British are in grave need of 150,000 rifles.
Lord Burnwell.
The Germans captured Crete, you see. A large, well-garrisoned island entirely with airborne troops. We can no longer exclude such an attempt on England. And we must arm against that possibility.
May we then tell the Prime Minister tonight, Admiral Turner, that those rifles will be forthcoming immediately from the arsenal of democracy?
General Anderson?
We're woefully short of field arms ourselves just now, Admiral. You may tell the Prime Minister that the request will in all likelihood receive expeditious, positive consideration.
We're infinitely obliged.
Thank you, gentlemen. Tomorrow morning.
Expeditious, positive consideration.
Means yes.
Means yes, maybe. Well, that's something, I suppose.
Henry, you hear the morning news? Congress renewing the draft by one vote.
I heard it, sir.
By one vote. We've still got an army. And the Germans and the Japanese out to loot the damn planet. By one vote. So, now we've got to get over to the church services of the Prince of Wales. I'll make this short. Your record has been checked. And it seems to me that you claim poor to fair knowledge of Russian. Now, how's that? It's very unusual.
I put that down when I first entered the academy, sir, in 1911. I was raised in a part of California that had a lot of Russian immigrants.
I see. That was there in the record. Anyway, Hopkins brought up your name and it's already been decided. I suppose you could take a crash refresher course. Military supply mission is being sent to the Soviet Union in September. If Russia is still in the war, that is. You're to go along as the naval advisor. That understood?
Yes, sir.
Question?
Well, only that the president may have something else in mind for me, sir.
Well, when Hopkins brought up your name, the president approved heartily.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get on to the church parade.
Sunday morning, August 10th, 1941, 8:46 a.m. The United States Navy has been invited by Winston Churchill to attend church parade aboard the Prince of Wales. Franklin Roosevelt will lead the American contingent. Offered the use of the bosun's chair to be taken across. He declines. He insists that the President of the United States will not be carried to this historic meeting. He will join the British Prime Minister aboard the deck of the great battle wagon, but he will do it with dignity. He will walk.
historic meeting is a success. We've got the 150,000 rifles. You have a tough president.
Tough times.
Look at them. You'd think they've agreed on almost everything, instead of almost nothing.
Alas, those that have the experience lack the power. Those that have the power lack the experience.
That can happen at the changing of the guard.
Changing of the guard? Well said. Very well said. Gentlemen, time to get back to the war.
Oh, I say, Captain Henry, completely slipped my mind. I bring you greetings and a message.
Oh, from whom?
The Tudsburys. Old Talkie says hello, and Pamela's ever so grateful to you for the news about her fiancé that you got out of the journals.
How is she?
Our little Pam? Oh, she's fighting a hell of a lovely war. Old Tusbury's going on special assignment for the BBC, and I received word from on high to grant Pamela a leave of absence. He's half blind, you know.
Special assignment?
The Soviet Union. I suspect they're in Moscow by now.
Mr. Cleveland's assistant, Madeline Henry. Hey, you guys up there better watch out. I have two brothers in the audience. And they're both big and strong. All right. Now I'm going to explain the rules of our program. Now, every contestant is going to get a $500 defense bond. And the performer that gets the most applause gets a special extra prize. Our sponsor is going to fly his girlfriend or his parents right here to Pearl Harbor to spend a week with him. All right, I guess that's about it. Now, here's the man you've all been waiting for, the star of Happy Hour and my nice boss, Mr. Hugh Cleveland.
Well, okie beaver-dokey. Maybe I'll let Madeline Henry continue. I got the job, but she sure got the lines. Well, I better introduce her brothers so you can see how big and strong they are. Our naval aviator is Lieutenant Warren Henry of the Enterprise. Welcome, Warren, and now, Byron Henry of the Devilfish. Howdy, Byron, and their father is a battleship man, folks, so the family pretty well got the sea covered. Listen, folks, and one reason our country remains strong and safe is that we have plenty of Henry family! And now on with the show. Our first contestant is Signalman First Class Virgil Hoover of Cato Gap, Arkansas.
Plan on finishing this by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Brian, what's wrong?
Yeah. My transfer got turned down. I got the word today.
That's tough, I'm sorry. Look, you know, Briney, even if you got to the Atlantic, the chances of you seeing Natalie, much less getting her out, are almost zero.
Almost zero is better than less than nothing, which is what I got now.
A call from New York. Our sponsors, can you imagine?
You know, I don't like that guy.
It's time my kid had his bottle.
You want me to feed him?
Are you kidding me? You like babies? I like this baby.
How about that, Vic? Both of us empty at the same time.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Byron.
Now, hold on a minute, buddy.
No, wait a minute, Byron. It's not like you think. You don't understand. Our show got a spot check rating of 23.5.
Hey, that's only 4 points less than Fred Allen.
What the hell are you talking about?
Our show, Briney, it's a hit. The sponsors loved it.
All right, folks, while you two have a little chat, I'll just go out and back and mix a couple more rounds there. What do you say, huh? Okay, B. Badookie.
That's a married man, Maddie. Mom and Dad would be damn upset about what I saw.
You're being horrible, Briney. The happy hour was my idea. And I was so happy when I heard the ratings, I'd have kissed anyone who was on hand.
Well, you tell Hugh Cleveland that if I find out he's done anything to you, I'll come after him and put him in the hospital.
Well, you're cruel and you have a dirty mind. And don't talk to me about hurting Mom and Dad. I haven't married a Jew yet.
Hey, Maddie, where's Byron?
Hey, Briney. A little flash here I think you might want to take a glance at before you get pie-eyed.
Where'd you come from?
The base, son boy. Where else? Just came in on harbor circuit, originated in Rome. Thought I better hustle it right up here. Congratulations, Papa.
How about that? It's a boy.
Briney, forgive me for that awful thing I said. You know I didn't mean it. I love you and I adore Natalie. And I'm really happy about the baby. Oh, I'm sorry.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. Berlin. German Supreme Headquarters announces the capture of Kiev and claims the greatest victory in the war. According to German sources, 4 entire Russian armies, numbering almost 1 million men, have been surrounded and cut to pieces. Radio Berlin proclaimed at midnight, quote, "The Soviet Union no longer has a military capability, and the fall of Moscow is now in sight.
With the German army less than 100 miles from Moscow, an Anglo-American military mission arrives in the Russian capital to offer Lend-Lease help to the beleaguered Soviet Union.
This is a surprise.
Ура! Ура! Дорогие товарищи, мы сегодня имеем счастливую должность бранить свою родину. Трибуна! Ура! 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 И результате судам германским фашистам на погроме Советский Союз.
Still in Italy? And pregnant too.
That's right.
God. But I personally arranged for both her and Jastrow to leave way back in June.
Their ship never left. The Rome embassy is still working on ways to try to get them out.
Well, what exactly is your assignment here in Moscow?
Advisory. Although Harry Hopkins has asked me to try to make my way to the front and write a report to the president if I can wangle it.
Oh, forget it. The Germans are getting closer by the day. Russians will never grant you permission.
Well, according to what we heard in London day before yesterday, the Russians are throwing them back on all fronts.
Nonsense. All we're getting here is, unless the West mounts a second front in Europe now, war's lost.
Alistair Tudsbury broadcasting.
Oh, Tudsbury. Tudsbury's the best propagandist the Soviets have got. You know the Tudsburys, don't you?
Sure.
Pamela's at my apartment right now, cooking dinner.
Your apartment?
She's an old friend from my Paris days. Don't get any ideas, Captain. She's being true blue to that RAF fiancé of hers the Jerrys have got. And that, Captain, is the story of my life.
Don't be alarmed, Captain. Your accommodations at the National will be more comfortable than these. Of course, they won't be as nice as Tudsbury's. We damned if the Russians haven't given him Lenin's suite. Bit of a surprise.
Punk Henry, by Jove! You've come with a hell of a mission, haven't you?
Конечно. Почему нет?
Bless my soul, this confounded Superman talks Russian.
And that just about exhausts my vocabulary.
Victor. Victor. Well, bad pennies will keep turning up, won't they?
Well, Victor, I certainly hope you'll be joining us for dinner.
Of course he is. Get him some vodka talkie and me too while you're at it.
Right. Ha ha!
thanks for watching. If you'd like to help us produce more compelling historical content like this, please like, comment below, and share this video with fellow history buffs. And of course, be sure to subscribe to help keep history happening.